Hi, my name is Christy and want to talk a little bit about my experience with Kindred Dog PDX. My dog Indy was a rescue dog. He was a former street dog, so when I got him, he had already had a tough couple years of life. He was pretty nervous when out on a walk on leash. He's like overstimulated and worried about other dogs, whether he was seeing them or hearing them. Early on got in a little scuffle with a dog on leash, and so I just think was very nervous about being on leash and around other dogs, and he'd kind of go a little nutso. When we did see dogs on walks, he'd make lots of noise and kind of yelp and basically cry and scream, and I kind of didn't really know how to handle it. Couldn't get him to calm down. He'd just sort of be super worked up for most of our walks. So I did the on-leash basics course with Kindred Dog PDX. I did the 5 private lessons, and in that kind of worked on all of the basic stuff to get your dog to connect with you more, to listen to you, and as the human, I learned, the process of how I should be communicating, both verbally and with like the leash and doing leash pressure, and how all of that works together. And we worked on stuff: sit, place, down, just how to walk next to me. I learned how to handle his outbursts. So when we did walking practice, I could practice those skills of having him stay calm, stay next to me, kind of understand what I expected of him in those moments. And our relationship definitely developed more over the course of the private lessons and after, as I continued to work through things. So at this point now, when we walk, he might still have some outbursts, but they're like they're not as bad, right? So they don't last as long. He doesn't get as worked up as he was. And sometimes we completely avoid them. And it's way less stressful for me, and it's obviously less stressful for him. He is just like a little more trusting and just better on the leash since doing the course with Ruben and Shane. So I can't recommend it more. It was 100% worth it. And I think everyone should do some sort of training with their dog. Even if you think you have a good dog, I think doing training with Indy, with my dog, has really helped us develop a better relationship, a more trusting relationship, and it makes the dog's life better, I think, too. So definitely check out Kindred Dog PDX no matter what you've got going on. Ruben and Shane are amazing. They are super knowledgeable, and I loved working with them. Can't recommend them enough. So yeah, go check them out.